and YouTube, and then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzWTT, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi, and I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Boot Camp Radio. You're tuned in right now to Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
Hey, y'all. It's Thursday. Let's jam. Get your cocktails. I've got a hell of a show for you tonight. Time to sip. Y'all come on in. If you are on this live, share this live up. Okay, share it up. I got a real special guest for y'all tonight. I'm just sharing it up myself because, you know, I can't tell y'all to share it and I don't share it. Y'all know we have to start off on Thursdays rocking it out. Shout out to Not Them. Okay, that song is called New Wave and it's available everywhere. So if you're wondering what is on the Blueprint Live playlist, that's the jam right there. Okay, now look, tonight I was supposed to open up because y'all know my friends. Y'all know my friends Tries Up. They got an album coming out, and the file, it was not working for me. You know, y'all know they send me all the exclusive stuff. So I'm kind of sad, but hopefully Billy or Jason, if you all are watching this, send it to me again. Send me the clean version because I want to play it tonight. Like, for real. It actually does not come out until tomorrow, but it's going to be added onto the playlist right away. So y'all make sure y'all get in tune, okay? But the song for tonight was New Wave by Not Them. So make sure that you all go and follow. Shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston, okay? I love y'all. It's lit. And of course, shout out to our radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? You know, where would we be? The show is syndicated. We couldn't do it without you all. So shout out to them. Make sure that if you are tuning in on the Blueprint Media Company's page on Facebook or on YouTube, that you go and follow our partners and sponsors. Okay. Make sure you go follow and support and stay in tune with all of the other hosts like myself that host their amazing shows. Okay. Tonight, of course, we have to shout out to our sponsors, Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. Okay, make sure that you all go and follow them. Black Dollar Days, Faye is working on some, you know, really, really cool initiatives coming up to support Black Dollar Days and Black-owned businesses. So make sure that you all go and follow her and register your business at theblackdollardays.com. And y'all know Paris is our mobile ice. You know, she's our mobile bartender. Okay, she's coming with the drinks. Okay, and if y'all are like me, you love a good cocktail, honey. So make sure that you go and follow. And Fiya Infusions is for all of those that like a little bit of the sticky So a little bit of the icky, okay? Y'all know we got all types of sponsors over here, so shout out to them. Tonight I have a really, really special guest, and I'm super excited to introduce you all to. Um, so I met Kenya not too long ago. And if you all have been following the page, you all know Kenya Frampton is our special guest for tonight. And we are jumping in full blown into talking about just financial literacy and some of the things that people within our community and beyond that we need to know. So without further ado, Kenya, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up, girl. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her on right now. Let me just hold on. Let me set it up real quick. Make sure it's right because I got to make sure we welcome my girl and it's on point. Okay, let me go ahead and bring on my special guest, Miss Kenya Frampton. Hey,
hey, Miss Meech.
What's
How you
going
doing?
on? I'm nothing much. How are you?
I am good. I am doing so awesome. Thank you
Yes,
so much for having me as your special guest. Thank you so
absolutely.
much.
Absolutely. And you look radiant in your green, might I add. Let me just
Thank
tell you
you.
that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Green means flourishing. So I
Yes.
decided to, wear this today.
I love it. I love it. And I've
Yes.
been excited to talk to you. I was sharing with them that we met one another. I actually didn't even finish the story, but you and I met each other through Crystal Marshall at her amazing party, her birthday party. And you told me what you had going on, and I was like, girl, I got to get you on the show. We got to talk about it. So let
Yep.
them know a little bit about your business and how you're helping people to just, better their financial wellness.
Okay. So first of all, I just wanted to point out that I grew up in the south suburbs of Chicago. Okay. Humble household, right? Was not taught financial literacy, which is most of us, right?
Yeah.
It just something that wasn't really passed down from our parents, So
Absolutely.
that was one of the factors for me as I got older, got married, had a family, right?
Yeah.
It was just something that stood out to me that I wanted to pass down to my kids. Okay. And it just kind of like fell in my husband and I's lap, and it was a desire of mine already to educate my own family first. Right. And then I'm just like, why not take this take this out to the community? So and I love helping people anyway, so it just made sense.
Absolutely. And you know what? I always like to, ask my guests when they come on because everyone you all are just from different industries and everything. Just when was that moment for you, like that exact moment where you were like, I can't keep all of this information to myself. I have to share it, right? Like was there something that happened that kind of triggered that for you, or did you just you automatically knew like I gotta share this with the world?
Well, I already, again, it was the knowledge that I wanted to share already, what I knew about life insurance, what I knew about the new type of life insurance, but it really didn't really kick in or become more passionate until not until 3 years ago. My husband had a stroke.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Okay.
And so we were already helping people, educating people. And so he had this stroke, and I'm just like, wow, And so long story short, it became a part of my story, and sometimes we just gotta know that things don't happen to us, it happens for us. Right. And so it happens for us. And so with that being said, with what happened with my husband, of course, we were already in position. We already had the knowledge, right? And so, long story short, we were able to receive a living benefit of multiple six figures, a living benefits while my husband alive, right? And by the way, he's doing very well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm like, how's hubby doing? I'm like, is he fully recovered?
Yes, he's pretty much fully recovered, right? And so so long story short, we were able to receive a benefit of multiple six figures of living benefits, which is the new type of life insurance that someone can use while they're still alive, right? If they get sick or have a heart attack or stroke, or diagnosed with cancer, where they can't do things for themselves, right? And so that type of education is still like lacking in our community, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people still think there's there's that old life insurance that's still like, when you pass away, that's it, the beneficiary gets it. But no, there's that new kind that someone can use while they're still alive, right?
Right.
Because this is the thing, Miss Meech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Life insurance is the foundation. It's the foundation, right? We got our bank account, right? We got our house, we got our car,
Absolutely.
but guess what? Those are all material, and if something happens to us, we can't, it's like we can't even enjoy that house or that car, right?
Right.
So life insurance is the foundation of everything, really, of everything.
Now, Kenya, I have been hearing about the newer type of life insurance that, like you said, you can utilize that while you're alive versus it being something that's paid upon your death. Is how recent is that particular type of life insurance? Because I feel like I only started hearing about it over the last few years. So can you kind of, shed just a little bit of information of kind of like when it came about?
Sure. So it's funny, just like you said, you've only recently heard about it like the last couple of years. But this new type of life insurance living benefits it's been around since the 80s.
Okay.
Right? Since the 80s. And so, but it kind of goes to show you how much education is needed even more so. Like we need a lot more of us out there talking to people, going out into the community, right? Educating people, because that mom and that mom and that dad, they deserve that education too, right?
Absolutely.
The ones who working at that factory for 20, 30 years, they deserve that education too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, and from middle class to upper class,
Okay.
so everybody deserves that, deserves that education. So that's what we do. We educate.
Okay.
Yes. So we
So
educate.
do you all host like different, what are some of the ways that, because my listeners, they like to get in tune with our guests, especially when they are giving them, any type of education or just knowledge about things that's going on. So what are some of the ways that you and your husband, kind of help to get the word out to the community?
So we normally so my husband and I, we're agency owners. Okay. And we have an office in Oak Brook, Illinois. Okay. So we invite people out to come to our events Tuesday night or Saturday morning. They can come out, check it out, and be our guests, right? And come check out our culture and also check out how we educate. How we educate people even more, because I'm kind of like just giving a short version, but they come out.
Now you got to put the full dip on the chips, Kenya. What's going on now? You got to give it to us.
so they come out. They're in for a treat. Okay. And just like I said, one of the ways that we educate is, we talk about how there's four places that people put their money. Right? Most of the time it's either the banks, right? Or it's the real estate.
That's like the number one.
Yep. Banks is number one, right? Does our money grow in the bank? Does it really do anything in the bank?
Yeah. Not
right.
No,
So
not at all.
Not really, right? Not really.
No.
Right? I mean, we see what's going on with the banks right now. And so our money is definitely not safe in the bank. Okay. These banks are shutting down. Right.
I've been seeing it. It's scary. What a time to be alive, right?
Yes. So it's very scary, right? But then you have your real estate. When people put their money into real estate, how risky is that? Right?
I'm in commercial real estate, Kenya, and it's bad. It's not. Yeah. That's my 9 to 5. Y'all, I'm a corporatepreneur, but ma'am, it's the occupancy is not occupying right now.
Right, it's not occupying right now.
No.
Right? So we know how how uncertain that is with real estate. Right. And then you have your stock market. Now that's another place where a lot of people have their money, through their jobs in their 401ks or 403bs, right? That's where they put their money. But what's going on with the stock right now? Right? It's again uncertain, right? People are losing money right now. And then you have that tax penalty, right?
I know.
So,
Don't I know?
however, there's that last place that people put their money, and it's through life insurance, right?
Okay.
Life insurance, you hear the word like infinite banking, right? That is the life insurance. That's the new kind of life insurance. Okay. And so that's where people can put their money, right? Where they build cash. Okay. Also, it's tax-free money. Okay. Tax-free as well. Okay. And then zero losses through life insurance. And do you know, and this is, you can even look this up. Do you know with life insurance, they are, what's the word? They are.
Is it exempt?
No, it's not. It's tax-free.
Okay.
It's tax-free. Yeah. But they are for certain, they have money in their reserve, right? Where banks do not. Okay, but the life insurance industry, they have to have money in their reserve. Right? Because it's that promise to pay if something happens. Okay, so this is where with life insurance, there are guarantees. And wouldn't you agree, Ms. Meech, that like everybody needs a guarantee right now?
Hi, my name is MzMetchi, and I need a guarantee. Okay.
We all need guarantees right now.
Things have been crazy, King. I mean, just, with COVID, that, I can, to be completely transparent. Yes, there's been a lot of things that has hit our house. My husband was, his industry, they were laid off several times. We took a lot of hits. My heart goes out to the people that only have one income in the household, because it was rough. It was a rough last couple years.
Yeah. And I think, and I believe that it was rough for a lot of people. A lot of people lost jobs, and things like that. People got sick. Of course, a lot of people passed away.
Yes.
Right. And it just hurts my heart to continue to see GoFundMes still going out there, and this is the thing, Ms. Meech, right?
Yeah.
Life insurance is not expensive. It's not expensive, right? So that's one of my passions, for people, like, is to dispel that myth that life insurance is expensive when it's not. That single mom who, takes care of her kids by herself, right? She can afford it, a small policy, right? Or that small family, right? They can afford a policy, and trust me, that policy covers way more than a GoFundMe can. Trust me.
It's funny that you said that, Kenya, because I wanted to ask you, as someone that's very well versed within, the life insurance and all of that, what were some of your gripes as far as what you see, just related to life insurance and kind of seeing our people really without it, right? So it's funny that you brought up the GoFundMes, because for me, I want to be completely transparent, and I really hope I don't offend anyone, but whenever I see it, and if it comes across my timeline and it's someone that maybe I've known or known through another friend, these are people that live very flashy and extravagant lives. Let's just call a spade a spade. I'm like, y'all popping bottles, y'all on the boat, y'all standing on the couches in the club, but you didn't have 20, 10 to however much it costs a month to make sure that you were taken care of in your afterlife. It's absurd to me. It really is.
Yes. And you know what? Like, you would be surprised. With the people that I come across, and they don't prioritize. That's the word, right? Mm-hmm. They don't prioritize what they need to have in order, but the positive side is, my husband and I, we're finding more and more people, trying to prioritize more, because of what's going on in the world, and it hurts my heart, Miss Meech, when I have talked to someone about it, and they're just like, they push it off, and They procrastinate, right? Procrastination is the biggest enemy. It is the biggest enemy that we set for ourselves, and so they procrastinate. Then something happens because they procrastinated, right? And then prioritize. It's like, we got to just use that word, use that saying that Nike uses. Just do it.
Just do it. Like, right? Just get the policy, girl.
It's not gonna hurt, because guess what? If you can buy McDonald's every week or go to Chipotle every week, trust me, you can afford a life insurance policy. Trust me. Right? And you can always buy some Chipotle next week or something.
And girl, look, tonight. Now, just I'm joking, but what another thing that I wanted to kind of touch on in relation to the insurance is, a lot of the times I'll talk to people and they're just like, yeah, I got one through like my employer and everything. Can you speak to the importance of having a policy outside of your employer, even if you are a long-standing employee? Can you just kind of speak and give some advice to people that think that that's the only one and it's all golden?
Yes. So a lot of times, and this is the thing, like with having life insurance just through your job, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know how secure that job is. You never know, right? Correct. And that job can let you go tomorrow, or something can happen where that job is like, you know what, they stop offering certain benefits, right? And so you have that saying, you never put your eggs in one basket, because you don't know what's going to happen there. Right. Absolutely. And so another factor with, people just having life insurance through their job is pretty basic, right? So most of the times, the people who have like benefits through their job, most of the time is pretty basic. They definitely do not have living benefits. Okay. And so that's one of the things that I always kind of point out. Like, you definitely don't have living benefits at your job. You definitely don't have that, right?
Right. They don't want you to have that.
Right. And so you want to, and another thing is too, a lot of people think that they can only have like one policy, or and it's like, no, you can have as many as possible, right? As many as you want, and so that's one of the myths that I help dispel, right?
Okay.
And things like that.
Hold on, and I'm gonna go into the comments really quick. I don't know if they're saying hey or asking a question. What's up, Auntie Tracy? This is my auntie. Hey, girl.
Hey, Auntie Tracy.
Hey, Auntie Tracy.
So Auntie Tracy, let me know if you have any questions, Auntie Tracy.
She said, look, Auntie Tracy, let her know if you got questions. We type it in the comments. Yes. You know what, Kenya? I wanted to ask you this. You know how naturally when we get older, things happen, our bodies change, our health status changes. Can you, speak to the importance of obtaining different insurance policies early on in life and like the benefits of doing that, between the different types of policies that are out there?
Sure. So, I remember like talking to, someone, and they would think that, like they didn't need a policy, 20-year-old, right? But this is the thing, this is the reality that's going on right now. There's a lot of things happening to young people, right?
Every day.
A lot of things. It really, really doesn't matter when you got to get a policy. There's things happening to children, right? Yeah. And so, especially in the city of Chicago, and it hurts my heart, because it's like, it's like, was that baby covered? Honestly, it's probably less likely, right? But it's just very important to get insured as early as possible, because you never know. I had an agent that I work with. He had a friend who he encouraged him to get a policy. He was like, no, I don't need it, bro. I don't need it. And he's like, just get it anyway. $20 policy. But do you know, 6 months later, he got diagnosed with a tumor, right? He was having pain And anyway, he got, they found a tumor or whatever, but thank God they found it, and he was able to get care, and things of that nature. Right. He was able to help his mom with bills, because that's what he was doing before he got sick. He was working, helping his mom with bills. So that's the thing. Like, you never know. Now with me and my husband and I story, my husband was not sick at all. Right. And again, you don't know. He wasn't sick. Not very, very healthy, no pre-existing conditions, but it just came out the blue. It came out the blue.
Yes.
And
usually how it goes.
Yes. And the thing of the matter is, we just have to be in position, because we don't know. And the type of policy that my husband had was a policy that, again, it was that type of policy that's like an infinite banking type of policy, where you can build cash value. Okay. But however, if he passed away, it goes to the beneficiary, and then also it had living benefits. Okay. So because it had living benefits, that's what we were able to do, because he got sick.
Okay. And I do have a question here from Chanel. Hey, thank you so much, Chanel. She said, is living benefits the same as an annuity?
Okay, great question. So living benefits is not. Okay, so the living benefits is basically what that is. It's a rider, Chanel, that it goes along with all of our products, but of course you do have to qualify for it. So I want to make sure that I put that out there. You have to qualify for it, for the living benefits. And then an annuity is something that it has something to do with annuitization, okay, where someone can live off the income. Okay, so that's what annuity is. Someone can live off the income once they retire, right? It's for lifelong income. Okay. So Chanel, if you have any questions, or if you want to want a consultation, we can set up to do that.
Okay. And I think that what you just said is going to also answer Auntie Tracy. She said, that's awesome. How can I get one? Girl, you got, she want another policy, basically. She life insurance shawty over there, but we're going to get it together. And Chanel said, thank you. Which one of those options allows a person to withdraw the money after a certain amount of years?
Okay. So there's a couple of options out there that you could do that. But depending on, so that the cool thing about what my husband and I do, we can cater the policy. We can design the policy according to what the client is looking for, right? So if by a certain amount of years they want to start withdrawing out of it, we can set it up to do that, right? But that would be, again, that's a one-on-one conversation and consultation, which is free, okay, which is complimentary. It's a free consultation, and then we would go from there. So the service is free.
And you know what? I know that they missed, I think they came in a little bit after you were talking about your event that you and your husband host on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Out in Oak Brook. So can you tell them a little bit more information of how they can kind of, get in touch with you or come out and support one of those events and learn a little bit more?
Sure. And MzMetchi, you are more than welcome to post my phone number if you like. Every Tuesday night, Saturday morning, we do host an event, Chanel and Auntie Tracy. Okay. And we talk about everything that we do, right? And so if you would like to come out and be my guest, you are more than welcome to come.
Okay. And she said good info. She said she'll definitely reach out if she's interested in a free consult. And she will be. Chanel's got a lot of fun things coming up. And it's all about just getting that security. Because I think Kenya, I think that people don't really talk about it. Like I tell you what, I have had some things that's gone on where naturally, I've had to look at my entire, as you would say, like a financial picture, right? And you're looking at, okay, if something happens to me, what happens next, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
let's just be honest, it's rough conversations to have sometimes, but you do have to put it out there. And I love how you said that you are educating the people, because I talk to so many of like my peers or people that are my age in their 30s or late 20s, and they're they don't have policies. But when we were younger, and even with losing my mom and everything, there was not ever a time where it's just like this, all right, who's gonna do the GoFundMe? Like it just wasn't like that, and I feel like that I definitely want to learn more information about the different types of insurances that are out there, because I can't say that while it was important in our household and growing up to have those policies, I can't say that there was like that well-versed type of education about all the different types that were out there, or probably my dad knows, but I know for me, I can't say that I have a full grasp on it. So we got to come out there and turn it out on a Tuesday or Saturday.
Yes. I mean, because again, if you think about it, in the 70s, and this is what happened, like there became a gap. If you think about it, in the 70s, there was, the old male got, Caucasian, right, going door to door, just offering the, just the plain, one type of policy. That was it, right? And then they would just come and collect the premium. But then there became a gap, and this is where I believe the information started, like it just started separating, right? And so now I believe this is why that information, like you just said, not a lot of people knows about the different types, and I think that's very important, because if something happens to a family member, right, and they don't have the right thing in place, or they don't know what year it ended, or well, it just lapsed, or it just canceled, or whatever. It's like, what? So I believe it's just the communication, especially in our community, right? Even in the Hispanic community, like it's that we got to communicate to each other, and help each other, for sure, help everybody come up, because because life insurance is another way, right, to build wealth as well, right? It's another way to build wealth as well. So, I don't think anybody's going to be wealthy just working 9 to 5, right?
Okay, girl. Okay, say that for the people in the back.
So if we put our money in a life insurance vehicle where our money works on its own, like it's working for us, it's growing on its own while we're putting money in there, right? So that's the power of building wealth through life insurance, because it's not going to do it in the bank. It's just going to sit there in the bank, right?
No, they like this. They like 0.05%. You're just like
this.
I'm like, go to hell. Go to hell. Because we definitely not gonna go to the bank account, because it's pennies on the dollar.
Exactly.
It really is.
Exactly. And we don't know if it's safe 100%. Right? We see that now. Right.
It's playing out in our face. And I'm just like, I'm like, I can't believe it. I'm like, first COVID, and now like a whole financial collapse. I'm like, great. We're doing pretty solid this year,
Yes. So life insurance is the best way. I have not, if you Google life insurance, it is the most sustainable. It does not, even during the history of recessions, life insurance has stayed the same. Yeah.
Well, Kenya, girl, you didn't just dropped a whole bunch of jewels on us tonight. Look at you.
Thank you.
She came in her green, and she said she was she gonna turn it out tonight. She gonna turn it out.
He's so funny.
But Kenya, so look, I know I know that you have your sessions on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but are there some other things coming up? How can we support you and in your business? Like what can we do to support you?
So I mean, again, if you guys are having any any group settings or any 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 events. I would love to come and educate again. It would be complimentary because I just like helping people. I just like educating and just like opening people's mind up, with things that they never heard of. And because I feel like this is this is a way to help people get ahead. I really do. Because there is no other way, right? There is no other way. We're not getting ahead just working a 9 to 5, but this is something that the wealthy people do. And I know that for a fact, right? I know that for a fact. And this, and also it includes the tax rules as well. Okay. So it includes that as well. So I would love to spread the knowledge, and things of that nature. So, so my, for those people who want to know, yes, you can definitely follow me on Instagram. Also follow me on Facebook. You can message me on Facebook, and my phone number is 708-465. Okay.
708-465-9020. Okay, hold on. I'm putting that in the comments for everybody. Okay. So, but no, Kenya, I mean, you know what? First off, when, as I was turning over into 2023, I had did 6 weeks of financial wellness. So I feel like that, I feel like we want to do another one for this year because it had a lot of great reception. Like I had tax people on there, everything. And I remember I told you when I met you, I said, I really wish that you would have been able to come on during that time. But I met you literally like a week or so after I had just wrapped up. But it's, the financial literacy is so important. The insurance is so important. And, it's definitely something that's missing within the Black and brown community. So, kudos to you for all the work that you're doing to really bring our community up to speed, because we truly need it.
Yes. And thank you so much, Miss Meech, for having me. And again, anytime you need me to come back on, I would love to. Again, because I love talking about this stuff, and I experienced this myself. So that's how it's, it became even more and more passionate, and it also has made people believers in life insurance.
Right.
Okay. Because a lot of people still think, they think it's a scam and all that stuff, but it's not. It's not.
I believe you. I mean, look, everybody that I know, honestly, that says that they are an agent or that they, have done it, even, people that are part of Primerica, different things that I feel like they don't get 100% of the best rap because people don't understand the business aspect of it. Those people are all doing well. I ain't never seen a broke one. Okay. I ain't never seen one that they were struggling and out here like us. Okay. So,
yeah. Well, this is the thing too. Thank you. And this is the thing too. If you have if you have like helping people in sight, if that is your main thing, like God's gonna bless you. Absolutely. Like if the main thing is helping people and educating people, God is gonna do the rest, right? He'll bless, and he'll do the rest.
That's right.
So helping people has to be the main goal. It has to be the main goal. You can't be thirsty and all that stuff.
And greedy. Oh my God.
Greedy. Yes. Okay. You just gotta, be in the mode of helping people and helping people level up, and then God will bless the rest.
He sure will. Well, Kenya, thank you so much for joining me. And you better come back when I have my next 6 weeks of stuff.
I'm there, Miss Peach.
Absolutely. Well, Kenya, again, just much continued success with everything. And, thank you for sharing your story and just, what brought you to being able to help the community. Like what the work and the word that you're spreading is, it's going to bring our community forward. So thank you.
Thank you, Miss Meech. And real quick, my story is on YouTube. It's called Meet the Framptons. Meet the Framptons. It's an interview that I did about my story. You'll hear the details of everything that happened. And all that stuff.
Okay. Can you, when you log off, I want you to send me that link so that I can reshare it.
Yes,
so I can share it on the Blueprint Media Company page. Yeah, I want, so everybody that's tuning in, they'll be able to kind of get a little bit more in-depth look. So yeah, make sure you send that over to me.
Okay, I sure will. Oh, I see the comments right here.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a whole bunch. They was over here going off, Kenya. They was doing a lot,
Okay.
but no. But thank you so much, and I'll talk
All
to you
right.
soon.
Thank you, Miss
Okay,
Beach. Okay. Bye bye.
bye,
Thank you so much.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See ya. You all make sure that you follow my good friend Kenya Frampton, okay? She's got definitely the information that you can use. We are just trying to move forward this year and do everything that we can. So, look, we gotta up the skull, okay? I'm gonna take a really quick break, and when I come back, we have tonight's Hate It and Love It. Be right back. Are you ready to get into the best shape of your life? Sign up today for the Strongest for the Longest Elite membership by visiting www.livetraineat.com. Brought to you by Live Train Eat in partnership with Apex Universe. The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. All right, y'all, it's time. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms, okay? And again, shout out to all my listeners tuning in on Fluent Radio, Mixed Talk Media, Indie 101.5, and Philly Jams 95.3, okay? Y'all make sure y'all go and follow them, and of course, get in tune with our sponsors. So let me get into tonight's Hated It. Hated It. Hated it. Oh, and make sure that you're dropping those businesses in the comments. I tell y'all every week, but I want y'all to go ahead and get in tune. So my good sis, shout out to Be Your Own Kind. She touched on this last night on her show. But y'all, what my hated it this week is, why is Escape and SWV beefing? Why are they beefing? Why? Why do rich people beef with one another? I don't know. I don't understand. They trying to like little sis the other group. But I think Escape started it. I don't know. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay? I don't understand. I just don't get why these women that are doing very, very good why are they beefing with each other? Auntie Tracy, awesome interview. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, ma'am? What we got SRG Concierge Service checking in. Y'all make sure that y'all go and follow them, okay? Go and follow my good sis. Please go and get with Asia. She gonna take good care of you, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, I'm really not getting why these two groups are beefing with each other. If you all watch the show, it comes on Bravo. Things have been heating up, and I have to get caught up on some things, but baby, the news, the blogs and everything have picked up that the girlies are fighting. The girlies are not liking one another. We got to stop that. Like, my hated it has to be that we have to stop tearing each other down. And this is not just mutually exclusive to the Black community. It's not. This is for all communities. But somehow within the Black community, the Black and brown community, that we are, we just take it a little bit far. It's like, if you're gonna have your beef in private. One of the things that Renita and I was talking about was the fact that with SWV, you never really see them acting up. They never really been in the blogs for like scandalous type of things, or things that are alarming like that. So I just feel like that it's so unfortunate that instead of the focus being on their show, instead of the focus being on these two amazing groups that have sold out, they have beautiful voices, amazing songs and track lists, that they're going back and forth with each other. It's just like, what's the point again? We don't get it. So that's going to be my hated it. My love it for this week. So last Friday, I was able to go to the I Said It management and I think Brick House Entertainment. they hosted a showcase at South Suburban, and they're actually doing another one this Friday. And you know how it is when you go to different showcases or do different things. Sometimes there's a big crowd, sometimes there's not. And I love it because y'all know, like, I am a firm supporter of indie artists. I love what they do. And I love the fact that, these indie artists, specifically the ones from Chicago, yes, I'm a little biased. They're out here doing their thing. And although on Friday, it wasn't, I think, the turnout that a lot of people were expecting, the artists that got up to perform literally gave their all. They literally gave their all in their performances. And I love to see it because, even the mainstream, a lot of the mainstream artists that we support, that we listen to on the radio, that are on your favorite playlist on Spotify, Tidal, or wherever you listen to music, everyone has had humble beginnings, right? Everyone has performed and it wasn't a lot of people. They've done, so many different things. And being at that showcase and seeing some of the artists, one of them, shout out to Taco, shout out to the Time of Radio, all of them. He was there and he performed. I mean, and Taco had an entire live band. Do you hear me? He had a whole band. It was absolutely amazing. I'm talking about like the smoke, the lights, the everything. And I mean, you just could not tell that man that he was not performing in a studio. Not a studio, a stadium. Let me get it together. A stadium full of people. And you have to have that heart. Okay. You have to do it when no one is looking. Like, I remember when I first started my show, and oh my goodness, people would get pissed off at me when I would tag them on the show. They're just like, you're not usually, that's not marketing. That's not that. And later I learned, I was just like, okay, don't do that anymore. But you have to be able to give it your all, even when you don't have the audience like that, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's 10 people or 10,000 people. You, as an artist, an entrepreneur, whatever, you have to give it your all. For me, I don't care if I post and it get 1 like. If I post a video and it only get 10 views, it doesn't matter, right? For me, it's my love it this week has got to be the heart of artists and entrepreneurs and people that no matter what the circumstances are, they show up and they show out. Okay. So shout out to I Said It Management. Shout out to Brick House. Shout out to everyone that put that together. Chiquita, She Bananas. It was really, really great seeing her. If you all remember when I was on My Radio Chicago, she was, definitely one of the producers for my show. So it was really nice to see her in action and get it into her hosting bag. She definitely did her thing. So shout out to her. And Kenya is in the comments, our special guest for tonight. So you all make sure that you check out her story if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how she, got into the insurance and financial industry. Make sure you all go and check her out, and definitely give her a call at 708-465-9020. If you are looking to set up some of those insurances that she was talking about on the show tonight. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to say I've got 2 love it's this week. So outside of the showcase, my other love it, oh my gosh, I've got 3 love it's. Check this out. Okay. The first one is that y'all know, I told you I was going to try to play the track at the beginning of the show for my faves, Chai's Up. Like, they got another album coming out. It's coming. They're releasing their single tomorrow. And I'm hyped about it because, again, y'all know I love my indie artists, but these are my friends and y'all, they make real music. Like, it is just a matter of time before they blow up. Okay, so y'all better get into them now. Don't be coming and trying to say, oh, this is Chai's Up. Like, don't try to do it when they got their deal and they out here doing big things. Okay, big things. Don't do that. So I'm excited for their project that's coming up. I can't wait until their next concert. Like, we had a ball at their last concert. I mean, they gonna make you kick it with them. They gonna make you kick it. And shout out to Cognac. He always got some cognac somewhere, but their project is coming out. They, Remain is gonna be dropping tomorrow. And of course, we know that the full album will be dropping soon. So that's the love it. The other love it will have to be, I just want to shout out to all of my people, like my inner circle. You know, it's when you are the person that like checks on everybody. Like I'm the queen of wellness checks. I'm like, hey, how you doing? How can I support you this week? What's going on with you? And you know, we all go through times where it's just like, you know what? You need your golden girls, you need your friends, you need your posse, your crew, whatever you call your people. And I just want to say thank you to my people, and you all know who you are, just for being my golden friends these last couple weeks, because you know what I mean, life get to life and around here. It gets to life in. And I'm just very, very thankful. What we got Whitney in the house. What up, Whitney? What's up, Whitney? Y'all make sure y'all go and follow her page. I am just with y'all. She got some stuff. Sis, I finally burned one of my wax melts. Yes, I know I'm a little delayed, but I finally burned one of my wax melts. Y'all better make sure y'all go and shop her home collection. Period. She don't even know this little lip tone that I got on my lips. I mixed it with something else, but it's definitely old school vintage noir girl. I have the vintage shade. It's lit. She said, finally. Yes, finally. I did, sis. I did. I had to do it one time for the one time. So look, I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, I've got a really, y'all, I got a real, it's like, I can't even say if this one is juicy or not, but this, what would you do? Let me just take a break and then we're going to get to it. And then y'all just have to tell me what y'all think. Okay? I'll be right back.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Let me know right now if y'all ready for this What Would You Do? Okay? Are you ready for the What Would You Do? Are you ready for the What Would You Do? Oh, and look. Another love it. So I'm having a 60% off sale for Lavish looks. I know y'all see it in the back. Hold on. I got them on display. Buy this stuff up. Okay. Quickly. Head to MzMetchi.com/shop. Period. I'm going to just leave that at the bottom. And you can either use code Lavish60. Get your 60% off. Okay. I'm trying to help the girlies. I'm trying to help the guys. I'm trying to help them. Whitney said, hold on. What did she say? What you talking about, girl? I just restocked my candles and I'm having a 40% off sale tomorrow. Yes, thank you. Hold on now. We got a real special guest, Dr. Lauren, ma'am. Yes. Woo! I need an air horn. Yes. Yes. Hey, girl. So good to see you. So good to see you. Okay, let's get into tonight's What Would You Do? This one's a little juicy, and I think this lady, she's needing some help. So she said, my husband took a trip over the weekend for work. He went with a couple of his associates who are all males. They arrived to their destination at 8 a.m. on Friday morning. Before he left, he told me that it was only him and some of the fellas that were going on a trip, and he never mentioned anyone else. This is where the issue lies with me. A couple days after the trip is over, I discovered that a female he recently worked with sent him a text saying, see you when you touch down on Friday morning at 5 a.m., which is a few hours before they arrived to their destination. There's no other text surrounding this random message, so I'm assuming that either the other messages were deleted or there was a phone call of some sort. What does this sound like? Should I confront him? If it's innocent, what kind of motives would provoke, a man to withhold information from their wife? After I just spoke with him a week ago about his very bad habit of leaving out details. What would you do? Baby, look. Okay? Look. She said, I don't have gummies yet. No, Auntie Trace, you will not be trying to solicit the gummies. What? Bye. Lauren says, smells trouble. Whitney said, cheating. Bing bong. Okay. Whitney said, okay, call her in front of me right now, is how she said it. This is the thing. Okay. If you got enough balls to snoop, you have to have enough balls to confront whatever it is that you got that you need to know. You got to say something. And this is the thing. Y'all not just boyfriend and girlfriend. It's not just your situationship or your little boo thing, your sneaky link, right? Let's be honest. This is somebody that you are in a whole like relationship with. And if you just spoke to him about leaving out details, baby, you got all the right in the world to do whatever it is that you need to do. What does it sound like to y'all? It sounds like that, okay, it could be one or two situations. If your husband knows or he feels like my wife is going to trip if he knows that was there, she came down, she was on this trip, he could possibly just be trying to avoid any of the buffoonery. It's a dumb decision, but that may be actually what he's trying to do. Or, baby, it wasn't no trip, and it was not just the fellas. Let's have a real conversation. He was going to go see her all along. She like, baby, I'm finna pick you up from the airport. It's giving cheetah. Okay? Leave auntie alone. My auntie always trying to get some gummies, okay? Girl, we gonna get you some gummies. Lauren said, if you have to ask, something ain't right. That's my whole thing. I would say, because I have to be honest, when I first got with Anthony, they have a whole clique. Shout out to Mayblock. But they have a whole crew that it consists of guys and girls. So when we started dating years ago, 2011, so long. I had to just get acclimated to the point of, or to the fact that, like they have female friends, whatever. And I mean, and all these women, Jocelyn, Shoshana, all of them, everybody, shout out to the whole Mayblock crew. These were their friends. I'm just like, hey, whatever. So, for me, I wasn't going to come in like, you can't have no female friends. Like, to me, that just screams insecurity, right? Because the same way that he has friends, I have friends. I have male friends too. Men that I've known, just for years. Like some of my very best friends where it's just strictly a platonic friendship. We're just friends. It involves a certain level of security, right? He could be withholding that information because at some point maybe he was honest and it wasn't received well, and he's just like, hey, this is literally my friend. Because I mean, come on now, everybody has had friends at work, no matter what color, male, female, that these are just your people, right? They're just your people. If you're going out of town and you're going on a trip with your coworkers, they like, hey, okay, well, yeah, I got this flight, or I flew down the day before. It could be completely innocent, right? But I just got the feeling that this one wasn't so innocent. This wasn't innocent at all. She texts at 5 a.m, baby. She's waiting for it to touch down. Lauren said it goes down in the DM. And it does. Whitney said, did the text say can't wait to see you? No. The text said, see you when you touch down. So she said that at 5 that morning. He didn't get there until about 8 o'clock, supposedly with his buddies. And I'm sorry, as for me, I'm your wife, and I'm going to ask you whatever the heck I want to ask. I don't care. And this is how I would approach it. Because they said, what would you do? What would I do? If I would just say, like, are you sure, that you told me about everybody that was there? Are you sure? Because this is the thing. Give the man the opportunity to actually tell the truth. It's like if you've been discovered and we know what's going on, give that man a chance to hang himself. Okay? But definitely just kind of if you don't want to just come right out like, hey, I know so and so and so and so was there. There's other things that you can do to kind of gauge the reaction. Because this is the thing. If you married, if you know this man like that, you'll know when he's lying. Lauren said, I always introduce Jason to my male friends. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. Like, this is my friend, right? It shouldn't be an issue to introduce your spouse to your friend of the opposite sex if there is nothing going on. Clearly, she's been brought up before if the wife knows who she is. So why not mention that she was on the trip too? Something's odd. Whitney said, oh yeah, he went to see his side chick. Sips drink. I personally feel that too. I feel like that he didn't mention her because he wants to maybe possibly rendezvous, but we don't know. We do not know. So everyone in the comments is agreeing that he's probably gonna lie. I agree. I'm blunt. Excuse me. Who is this? Girl, yeah. It's just like, hey, I thought you said that it was just you and the guys. You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that this was going on. And this is the thing. If you with somebody or whatever the case is, and I don't know what it is, but with men, oh my goodness, men just love to tell little lies. I'm just like this. Why did you lie about that? Do you know that was a stupid thing to lie about? It's giving buffoonery. Whitney said, and a lie gonna be stupid, right? He gonna be like, well, I ain't know, and she was like, the stuttering begins, sis, and that's what I'm saying, Lauren. Like, you're correct as far as that comment. If you know your significant other, you know when they are lying. You know when they're lying. I mean, for me, with me being in media, being in this particular industry, and especially within Chicago, is such a small industry. And a lot of the times when I go places, it's me. I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I have something that adverse that goes on, or hell, Anthony has even called me, and it's just like somebody will be coming up trying to like trying to talk to me, trying to holler because MzMetchi, she's good looking. Okay, and I'm just like, no, I'm married, and my NIGGA is on the phone. I ain't got time for it, right? Like, I don't care about telling him that. I'm like, man, they was on your girl like a hawk, because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing nothing like talking to these people or entertaining them in any type of capacity. So, we can sit up and we can laugh. He like, oh, my husband would be like, oh yeah, you hot stuff out here. I'm like, and I am. Because there's nothing going on. But when you have to sneak, and when you have to hide, or you have to have conversations, or you're deleting text messages, to me, that is a form of cheating anyway. You don't even have to have no type of sexual relationship, no type of intimate type of moments. But if you're doing things that you already know that's dishonorable to the relationship, that is enough cause for me as your wife to ask you and pull your card at that particular point. You got some explaining to do, because you didn't even have to lie. Like, for me, I don't like when men or women, they offer lies that were never needed. That be the thing that get them caught up. He could have just said, hey, my male coworkers is going, so and so and so and so is going, mentioning old girl. Like, hey, she's gonna be there too. And as far as I know, those are all the people as far as on my crew that I know that's gonna be there. I'll call you once we touch down. That way, if she saw that text message, she already had some type of inclination that, this young lady was going to be there. You can encourage the being open all you want to, But sometimes you just got to go ahead and call a spade a spade. You just have to do it. Whitney said, talking in circles. Don't be even making no sense. Correct. Yeah. When they're lying, they gonna lie. They gonna offer up lies that was not even needed. Not even warranted in the first place. Girl, you better pull that man's card. Yeah. Whitney said someone probably texted the wrong number. Man, you tripping. Girl, come on now. Y'all just start dropping some of the lies that they would say in the comments. If you tuning in with us on our Facebook page, on the Blueprint Media Company page, they going off in the comments. They are going off in the comments. She said, preach. Lauren said he didn't want to have that conversation with her. Girl, he was not trying to go on his business trip with some strife with his wife and came home to the smoke anyway. What a fool. What a fool. I pity the fool. I pity the fool. So, in wrapping up tonight's What Would You Do? If I were in this lady's shoes, it's funny. I was just having a conversation with Anthony recently, and I told him, I was like, it's a few things that shouldn't exist within long-term relationships and marriages. And it's like distrust and dishonesty and, not being fully transparent, and you shouldn't have shame within the relationship either, like, especially if you locked in. It's like, once we locked in, ain't no switching up. So there should be no shame. So if you saw that message and you went through that man's phone or whatever the case is, I mean, I don't believe in going through nobody's personal stuff, but if you're going to do it, have enough balls to back it up. Okay. So if you got something to say, get it off your heart and your chest. Because one thing I can say, as far as being a woman, when we hold on to things, it comes out in our actions, right? You got an attitude for no reason. You're rolling your eyes and smacking your lips and doing stuff like that. Girl, if you got something to say to that man, that is your husband. There should be no questions or conversations that are off or out of bounds. That's your husband. So if you can't go and ask him and tell him the real, I think it's some reevaluation that has to be done. Sometimes I get into trouble because I keep it a little bit too funky. Because if I see something I don't like, Anthony, he'll tell you. He sit there, if his phone ring and he just like, doo, doo, doo. I'm like, there's nothing preventing you from answering your phone. Answer your phone. Because what? I'm not going to sit there with stuff on my heart and on my mind and you the one that's out here moving foul. Right? Like, I'm going to say what I need to say in that particular moment. So, girl, put your big girl panties on and tell that man, I know your coworker was down there, so why did you lie? Be very direct. Be very firm. Try to take your emotion out of it as much as possible. Okay? But say what it is that you need to say. There's no sense for you sitting up there. And please, for the love of Jesus Christ, do not call the woman. I hate that. I'm not about to call nobody. I didn't get married to you, girl. I didn't get married to you. There will be no Barbara, this is Shirley type of conversations coming from me. Because I'm not in a committed relationship with you. I'm in a committed relationship with my husband that lied about you being there. Right? That's how I would handle it. Whitney says she has every right to question that man, as she should. You are his wife. There should be nothing that should be off limits to you. No information, no anything. So put your big girl panties on. They going off in the comments talking about answer your phone. Answer your phone. Answer your phone. She said answer that ring of phone. Yes, answer that ring of phone. Because, baby, if you didn't get your number out, you the one gave it out, that's your cell phone. But answer it. I need you to answer it with the same level of aggression that you did when you gave your number out. So whoever you gave your number out to, it's okay. Do what you got to do. Ladies, we have to stop being so afraid of the what ifs and having these hard conversations or things that are uncomfortable. You better say what you have to say expeditiously. Okay. I'm gonna leave that on that. That's what I would do, sis. What would I do? I'm gonna say something. If you see something, say something. It's giving neighborhood watch. It's giving husband watch. If you see something, say something, sis. That's all I gotta say. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. When I come back, I have tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. And oh, baby, is it a lot of stuff happening in the streets? It's a lot of stuff. We're gonna get into it. I'll be right back.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in. If you missed my special guest, Kenya Frampton, tonight, make sure that you go ahead and catch the recap on the Blueprint Media Company page and on YouTube, okay? Let's go ahead and get into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, okay? Lots of things going on. So first, let's kick it off with some feel-good news. Hey, good, feel good. What are y'all saying in these comments? She said, say it with your chest. Y'all still reeling off that what would you do? I'm telling y'all, it was insane. Insane. It ain't no way I'm not going to say nothing, y'all. I don't know. I'm super petty like that. But our girl Gladys Knight, she received the National Medal of Arts from President Joe Biden. Y'all, Gladys Knight she been shaking and moving out here for a minute. And I love to see our living legends, okay? Because Gladys Knight is for sure a living legend. It's good to see them getting their flowers while they are here to still smell them. So shout out to President Joe Biden for giving Gladys Knight the National Medal of Arts, okay, for all that she has contributed over the years within her industry. I mean, beautiful voice, beautiful spirit. I mean, Gladys Knight, she is just that girl. So she deserves it all. And congratulations to her. Where are my strawberry lovers at? Strawberries. Okay, if you brought your strawberries from Costco or Trader Joe's and a few other stores, I will go ahead and share this article for you all. They're currently being recalled due to a hepatitis A outbreak. So if you have some strawberries that's in your refrigerator right now from Costco's, Trader Joe's, or some of the other major retailers, I'm going to need you to go ahead and chuck them into the garbage can. Please and thanks. Hepatitis A, something that you do not want to mess with. So, if you're a strawberry lover, I'm going to need you to get that together quickly, fastly, and hurriedly. Okay, moving on. Moving on. So, another feel-good story shared by our partner, Ms. ZWTT. So let me go ahead. Let me just bring this up just a little bit because this was a really, really good feel-good story. So after there's a gentleman named Keith Lee. He did a review on a Black-owned chocolate bar company, Coco Asante, on TikTok and Instagram. This lady who has been selling these chocolates literally sold out in 33 minutes after Keith Lee did a review on her chocolates. And I just want to tell y'all that it's a blessing when you are able to support other people's businesses. They said that she had only earned $194 for the month of March on March 16th. And by March 18th, after Keith Lee did his review for her, she had grossed to $24,000. $24,000, yeah. Yes. $24,000 by March 18th, okay? The margins, insane, okay? The power of being able to support another business, another small business, not just Black-owned business, but a business, was amazing. His review alone, she sold out in 33 minutes. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Okay. So I love to see stories like that because it just highlights the power of when we come together, the work that we could do. These are two Black individuals. He's supporting her, and look at all of the blessings that came from that. $194 to $24K. It don't get no better than that. Oh, wait, no, Lauren. She said, dang, I just ate strawberries from Pete's, my babies too. Okay, sis, I'm going to share that article as soon as I wrap up so you can check to see if they were one of the retailers that was listed. I think it was the ones that were a little bit, like your Whole Foods, different places like that, your Trader Joe's and Costco's and stuff that are kind of widespread. So definitely keep an eye on that. We do not want anyone getting sick. Hepatitis A in a strawberry? Okay. Yeah. So Whitney, that's what you missed, sis. It's a hepatitis A outbreak in strawberries. If you got them from Costco, if you got them from Trader Joe's and things of that sort, throw them in the garbage. Okay. But shout out to Keith Lee for doing that. So another thing that's going on, y'all know our boy Diddy has been in he's been in the tabloids, unfortunately for his relationships and rendezvous, honey. But him and his family, his children, they're actually going to have a show that's coming to Hulu very soon. So he had recently applied for like a trademark for the name that is possibly going to be for the show. And everyone was trying to figure out, what is Diddy about to do? What is he about to do? And it was finally revealed. So he's trying to get on his Kardashian stuff. Diddy got a lot of kids, baby. He got a lot of kids, and they all have a lot of talents and a lot of different things going on. So yeah, he's on his way. He's on his way with his family, and they're gonna, they've already started doing some slight filming for it. So you all be on the lookout if you are subscribed to Hulu for Diddy's show that's going to be coming out. I'm sure within the next few months we'll hear more about it. I'm here for it. I love to see it. Business owners beware. Okay, so Lindsay Lohan, Jake Paul, Soulja Boy, and Lil Yachty have been charged by the SEC for promoting cryptocurrency without disclosing that they were paid to promote it. Okay. I don't know if I have any traders that are tuning in or that will tune in later on after our broadcast wraps up. But yeah, that's kind of like that same thing with Fyre Festival. Remember all of that stuff happened, and the celebrities like Kylie Jenner and all of them, they were getting in trouble because they had endorsed this event, and then it ended up being like a big scam. It was given real. They had FEMA tents, and they were supposed to have like little mini igloos and stuff. No matter what scale you're on, you have to be mindful of, how you're promoting things and making sure that you're not violating in any type of way that's going to cost you later on down the road. Like for me, y'all know I love beauty stuff. I love anything that's going to help my plus size ladies or whatever the case is. But I'm going to let y'all know where it came from and if it's a paid promotion or not. And that's just even on my scale. But, the crypto is still something that's so new. It's so new and it's so out there. So yeah, some of those celebrities are kind of going down for their involvement and not disclosing that they were paid to promote it. You would think it would be common sense, but common sense is not so common. Moving along. Okay, did y'all see that that Brandy? Did y'all see Brandy dressed up? It's kind of like the reenactment or like the update for Cinderella when she was a Black Cinderella. I'm excited about it because y'all know I love me some Brandy. Y'all know we've had that debate plenty of times. We're like, is it Brandy? Is it Monica? Is it Brandy or is it Monica? It's gonna be Brandy for me. I love me some Monica though, but I'm excited to see this role reprised and to see Brandy back looking radiant as ever. And the dude that was on Cinderella, y'all, he looked good too. He looked real good. For the people, okay. All right. I just want to tell y'all. So that's that. How many people heard about that rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine? Okay, you know the little goofy dude. Did y'all see he got jumped at a gym out in Florida? Y'all, they A-Town stumped that man. And it's not funny. It's not funny. Don't nobody deserve to get beat like that. And for the people that recorded him, y'all are wrong. Like, y'all got to stop recording stuff when people are going through trauma and dismay. It's not cute. It's not cute. But they beat him up pretty bad, though. They beat him up pretty bad. And I'm just like this. I'm like, y'all going after Tekashi, y'all still ain't got like people like Mark Zimmerman. Like, you know, I'm like, it's so many people that y'all could beat up in the world. Moving along. So something that I'm happy to hear about as we wrap up on tonight's What's Happening, What's Up in the state of Illinois. You all know that crime has been completely off the chain, as well as carjackings. That's been something that has become a very prominent issue within our community. So the Secretary of State is going to be awarding law enforcement in Illinois $21 million to help combat carjackings. Okay, so they're having they had a press conference this morning that kind of answered a lot of the questions as far as how that funding will be distributed, but they are looking to crack down on the carjackings that's happening within the Illinois area. So I'm like, okay, y'all should have been did this. I'm like, they've been doing the carjackings for a while. They've been doing it for a long time. But it's recently just become something that's been so outrageous. So shout out to the Secretary of State for saying like, hey, we're about to allocate some funds to get it cracking, because, you know, a lot of the times what you see with these carjackings, it's these little kids, you know, I mean, these kids ain't even graduated from high school and they are out here jacking people for their vehicles. So shout out to the Secretary of State in Illinois for seeing the fact that there is a need and we need to do what we have to do. Okay. We got to do what we got to do. So that's what's happening and what's up out here in these streets. Okay. Now tonight, tonight's topic is going to be one that's going to be really, I think y'all going to like this. So, y'all boy, Chris Brown, he broke somebody up. It's unfortunate. We're going to talk about it when I come back. So let's go ahead and get into this commercial break really quick. And then when I come back, I got to break it down for y'all. And then we got to talk about it because it's hilarious. Be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the...
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Hey y'all, it's your girl MzMetchi checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, And we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Chris Brown is out here breaking up happy homes. That's how we're going to go ahead and kick it off. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Straight like that. So a man breaks up with his girlfriend after Chris Brown gave her a lap dance on stage. What a wuss, okay? What a wuss. Because let me tell you something. If Drake wanted to give me a lap dance, I would really hope that Anthony would not leave me for that. If we went to the Velvet Rope tour back in the day when Janet Jackson used to get on people real freaky and she hopped on Anthony, I would be there cheering for him like, yes! We're not about to break up. Chris Brown is out there breaking up happy homes. No, that's not the topic. What I really want to know from you all, what I really want to know is, like, if your spouse, your significant other, your boyfriend, your boo thing, whatever, okay, if you all went to a concert and it was one of their like favorite artists and they, you know, did something that was a little explicit, y'all breaking up or not? It's gonna be a no for me. It's gonna be a no for me. I'm like, have your fun. I'm going home with you. I'm going home. Kimberly said it's given. He's a hoe. Is it a hoe? Is that what you meant, girl? Not a hoe. She said danger. I agree. A wuss. Y'all going off in the comments. I'm not gonna break up over that. Like, I just feel like that's so weird. Come on now, this is Chris Brown. I don't dislike Chris Brown, but I'm not like all gun-ho over him. But I mean, you know, I'm like, it's a lap dance. What's the difference if you go to the strip club or you do whatever? Because baby, let me tell you, on July 5th, okay? And if you know, you know. If you got your tickets, you got your tickets. If Drake called me to go on stage, record me, I want you to be recording it, brother, sir, man, husband. Anthony already knows. Anthony knows like my love for Drake. So if he ever decided that he wanted to grind on me, if he wanted to Pretty Ricky me, we can't break up after that. It's like, baby, I love you. I don't have a chance with this man. What? If Rihanna was dancing on Anthony, I'm right there. I'm just like this. Cake. I'm like, can I join you? Can I pull up a seat? Can she dance on me too? Please. Rihanna, I love you. Like, come on now. Whitney, you gonna get mad at Jamal or Rihanna or Beyonce or somebody if they twerk on Jamal? Be honest, sis. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Okay. Is that going to break up your happy home if he gets a lap dance from a celebrity? Like, it's just like, these are not people that we're going to be able to have interactions with. Well, I don't know. Some of the celebrities be going, but I'm just saying. I'm not about to break up my house for that. I'm not going to break up with you like, you have Rihanna twerking on you? Come on now. Get it together. Kimberly said the boyfriend is a hoe. Not here. I need a drink. The man really broke up with her because he gave her a lap dance. Chris Brown gave his girlfriend that was from around the way a lap dance. And he broke up with her. And what he don't even understand is that probably any woman that he gets with, they all would have folded. Hi, my name is MzMetchi. I probably would have folded too. I'm gonna stand right there. I'm finna be like this, like we at Jimmy's or Annie's or something. Yes, twerk on me. Twerk on me. Dance on me. Lap dance on me. Do it. Lauren said, nope, let your dreams come true. I agree. It's one night. And then my whole thing is what the guys don't, what this particular guy didn't understand was you got somebody like Chris Brown with his old nasty freaky butt, okay? Because if y'all don't listen to his albums, y'all know he a little spicy. He's getting her revved up for you. Y'all wasn't supposed to break up. Y'all was supposed to make up, right? Like y'all don't go to a concert. It was funny. I literally was just talking to Anthony about this not too long ago, that when we went to the Millennium Tour, so not the old school Millennium, okay, but we went to the Millennium Tour and we saw B2K and Pretty Ricky and all of them when they was grown, and Lloyd and everything. Oh my goodness. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take it there. Y'all want to talk? Let's talk. After Pretty Ricky said, I was ready to leave the stadium. I'm like, I don't even need to be here no more. Where is my man? Grind on me. Age ain't nothing but a number. Where my Pretty Ricky people at? Where y'all at? Kim, you are on this live right now. Kim, you already know what was going down when Pretty Ricky came out. And we was listening to them back in the day. I was a little bit younger then. I was like, oh gosh. I'm like, they are so explicit. But then when I saw them as an adult, I'm just like, baby, get this dress off of me. Okay? The concert's gonna get you ready to go. Ready to go. So if Chris Brown, he come up and he's grinding, he's pulling a Pretty Ricky on your girl. He's getting her primed and ready for you. It's like a primer for your makeup. Baby, you just putting a little bit on to make sure that you are covered and you're secure. You are ready for the full application. Okay? We're not breaking up because you getting a little dance. It's the same thing as if you go to a strip club, if you get a lap dance there. Stuff like that don't bother me. I'm the one that's just like this. So should we get a couple packs of hundreds? A couple packs of ones, or do we just need one? Stuff like that don't bother me. Y'all have to get secure. It's giving insecurity. They going off in the comments. She said that part. I agree. Nope. Whitney said nope. We're gonna let you do whatever you want to do, and then when you come back home after you done got that lap dance from that celebrity and you feeling yourself, then you got to feel on me. That's what that is. Whitney said Chris probably don't even remember that girl, and he doesn't. It's giving perk 10. Mess around with the perk 10. Okay. Kim, no, you didn't put the wet sign on my. Kim, I'm going to call you and I have some choice words for you as soon as we wrap up this live. So I want you to just be prepared. Y'all, she got the wet symbol on my whole live right now. Ridiculous. Lauren said pretty Ricky doing pretty good things. Kim said he was supposed to take you down afterwards, not break up. Some men are hella soft. We have to just let the insecurities go. That woman Chris Brown ain't gonna remember her. He's not even gonna remember the situation. Chris Brown is out here breaking up happy homes. Insecure after unattractive. Right. Yeah, you just gotta be secure in yourself and in your situation. And if you want and you having a good time, that's it. Kim said that's for the Pretty Ricky songs, the splashes. Ma'am, hold on, let me drink my drink. Pretty Ricky, every time. When I went to that concert, I was just like this, y'all, I got to go. I gotta go. And had a great evening. Was primed, ready to go. Like, I'm like, don't let these celebrities break up your happy home. How did that man allow his girlfriend to slip through his fingers like that? Because Chris Brown gave her a lap dance. I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna leave that at that. That was the topic. I'm not letting nothing break up my happy home, especially not a celebrity that I wouldn't have a chance in a day in hell with. Okay. That dude he did a little bit too much and he really needs to get serious. he really, really needs to get serious. Let me go ahead, take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to wrap up with tonight's quote of the night. Be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Y'all be having all types of little bloopers, and I can't do nothing but just laugh at myself because it's so funny to me. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's quote of the night. Okay. This one, I don't know about you all, but this one kind of hit a little bit home for me. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you will not only bounce back from every setback, you will also bounce forward and upward into new realms of power, success, progress, and prosperity. So for any of my listeners that are tuning in tonight, if you got something that you got going on, things might be a little bit heavy for you right now, just know that you are going to bounce forward and upward in whatever it is that you've got going on. Okay. We all can just speak to different trials and tribulations of things that are going on in our lives, around us, in our communities, at our jobs, in whatever spaces that we hold. But we just have to remember that all of these things and these trials and tribulations are setting us up for the ultimate success. So that's my word that I wanted to share with you all tonight. I want to thank my very, very, very special guest, Miss Kenya Frampton, that joined me tonight, to really talk about the importance of making sure you got that life insurance, okay? Understanding the different types of policies and things that are available to you. So you all, please make sure that you reach out to her if you are, looking to obtain a policy, expand on benefits that you have already. Make sure that you are doing that. She said, what Laura, what you say? She said, I bet the girl is like, oh, well, right. Okay. Like, girl, you got grinded on by Chris Brown. Nothing is going on. Nothing is going on. Hey, cuz. Yes, thank you so much. That quote definitely hit home for me this week, and I sure hope that it hit home for you. Make sure, if you haven't already, that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms. Just type in @the BP Media Co. and we'll definitely pop right up. And make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi, on all platforms. That's MzMetchi anywhere. I mean, literally, you can literally type it in and it's anywhere. Make sure that you shop the 60% off sale. Remember, you can use the code LAVISH60 for 60% off. I've actually sold out of a couple different types of frames because the girlies are buying it up. Like, I was at the post office today. They like, girl, where you been? I'm like, girl, I'm having a sale, and the girlies are getting into it. So make sure you all do that. Shout out to my amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusions, Black Dollar Days, and Paris Ice Bar. And again, shout out to all my listeners tuning in with us on Fluent Radio, Mixed Talk Media, Indie 101.5, and Jams 95.3. I'll be back next week. Of course, we have another very, very special guest. And we talking the real next week. So you all make sure that you come back and join me. So I love y'all. And until next time, bye.